Allah Alhayna Yahweh Shim Yahabashai Hamashiach Wa Malaki Ba Hashem Harawat Wakakodash Barakathum Thawada Bababa Kwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and saying Shalom. Today we're gonna touch on this fake rapture thing again, and we're gonna take a deeper dive. But this is what you people don't understand, and I hope you understand it now. The Lord is not coming to pick up people from other nations. He's only coming to get the 144,000 and the innumerable 1/3 of Israel. That's it. All you other nations, y'all either gonna be judged or taken into captivity. That's the bottom line. So y'all need to let this Jesus thing go, because y'all already see, you already see the damage that believing in a false idol can cause. You got people out here giving their kids up. As a matter of fact, I got this woman in this video I'm about to show right now. She gave all 6 of her kids to CPS. Then when it didn't go down, she said she ain't going to get them. She wanted to get rid of them anyway. Matter of fact, it's that same woman I did a video on last year about how she, when she at the stove and she knows her husband needs something, she won't get it. She the same one that says that she don't cook, she don't clean for her husband. He got to make his own food, but yet he's taking care of her and 6 children. It's the same woman. But get this through your head, other nations. Salvation ain't for y'all. What do you need saving from? Tell me that. What do you need saving from? You're not suffering from any curses. We the ones need salvation from Esau. And that's what the Lord is coming to do. So before I get into this video, let's get this copyright. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, I got this video, but I'm not going to play it all. I'm going to play about 3-4 minutes of it. And then y'all can go back and watch the rest. Let's go ahead and get it. And the name of this video is White People Now Crying and Begging for a Help After Selling Everything for a Failure Rapture Day. And that comes from believing everything you hear. Let's blow it up. Let's get it.
Hey, to the person who sold me their car on September 21st, if this is September 24th and the rapture didn't happen, you're not getting your car back.
So it's September 24th, and the rapture that people said was going to happen on the 23rd didn't happen. Mind you, people gave away their worldly possessions. Let's just say that. Cars, houses, money. But you had a couple of people that gave away their kids because they thought the rapture was coming. And now they're trying to get their kids back from ACS. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
We've all heard about this religious psychosis people have been experiencing because they believe the rapture is happening. Well, I don't know if any of you saw this video of the woman giving her kid to CPS because she thinks the rapture is going to happen. But that is actually my neighbor, and now she realizes the rapture isn't going to happen. She's freaking out, trying to get her kid back. And I've been trying to help her, but it's going to be a long process. Stay tuned and don't.
So I have to come on here and say that I willingly gave up custody of my 6 kids to CPS because of the rapture. Before you guys come for me in the comments, you have to think about this logically.
Think about it logically. You didn't. This the woman right here, y'all. And I did a couple videos on her a year ago and a couple of years ago, and she's still stupid. See, she talking about think about it logically. You didn't. Let's run it back.
As the rapture isn't going to happen. She's freaking out, trying to get her kid back. And I've been trying to help her, but it's going to be a long process. Stay tuned and don't.
So I have to come on here and say that I willingly gave up custody of my 6 kids to CPS because of the rapture. Before you guys come for me in the comments, you have to think about this logically. When the rapture comes and I get lifted up, who's going to take care of my children?
You heard that one, and I get lifted up. That's a pretty bold, prideful statement you're making. And that's what that's a main characteristic of a Christian right there. You're not humble. You just know you gonna make it, but you gave up your 6 kids. Now, who's to say that your kids weren't gonna get beamed up? I'm sure if a cheese and rice was coming, he would get your kids before he would get your trifling ass. Let's let her finish.
CPS. I'm honestly just preparing. I want to be a responsible parent, and that's why I did what I did. My kids are signed over, paperwork is done. I gave them a hug, I gave them a kiss, and I told them that I will miss them. Now, if the rapture does not happen, I'm not going to fight for custody of them. This was in God's plan. God put this in my mind to give up my children, and I just, went with what God was telling me. Sorry, but when Jesus pulls up, I didn't want to.
See, that wasn't God you were speaking to. That was a demon, because you wanted to get rid of them kids anyway and blame God. Stop playing. Did the same woman that said, what she said about a whole bunch of stupid shit. Oh yeah, she said when she go to the store, she know her husband need underwear or soap or whatever, she ain't getting it. Just the woman right here. She said that there's no reason to enable an adult, but him working around the clock on a full-time job enabled her to sit at home. She said her only job is to keep up with the remote control. And then when her husband saw the video of her talking shit about him, he divorced her. So yeah, this is a whole demon right here we looking at. Don't blame the Lord for your stupidity. And that goes for all you Christians. Don't blame the Lord because you listen to liars. The Lord ain't got nothing to do with you listening to liars. It was all you Christians that believe this fairy tale. The Lord's not coming for people of other nations. He's only coming for Israelites. Think about it. If the Lord finna judge 2/3 of his own nation, what make you think you got favor with him, other nations? After he been seeing over the past 2,000 years what y'all been doing to us.
Be caught left behind because I'm cutting grapes for my fucking 3-year-old. You can call me selfish if you want, but I call that faith-based planning. My kids will be in. I willingly gave up custody.
You always selfish. She said she ain't want to cut no grapes for a 3-year-old. She ain't want to miss the rapture. So you're going to put a lie before your kids. Obviously, you stupid. Let's go.
Of my 6 kids to CPS because of the rapture. Before you guys come for me in the comments, you have to think about this logically. When the rapture comes and I get lifted up, who's going to take care of my children?
See, she just knows she good. We don't even do that. And we doing the work of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh. No humility, just pride spewing out of her pores.
CPS. I'm honestly just preparing. I want to be a responsible parent, and that's why I did what I did. My kids are signed over, paperwork is done. I gave them a hug, I gave them a kiss, and I told them that I will miss them. Now, if the rapture does not happen, I'm not going to fight for custody of them. This was in God's plan. God put this in my mind to give up my children, and I just, went with what God was telling me. Sorry, but when Jesus pulls up, I didn't want to be caught left behind because I'm cutting grapes for my fucking 3-year-old. You can call me selfish if you want, but I call that faith-based planning. My kids will be in better hands, and I know I'll see them once again when we are all together in heaven. Because if they are meant to be with me, then, we'll meet each other again.
I know the baby daddy is pissed off at her punk ass. He got to be. This is why a lot of you Eves are going to be judged. doing stupid, selfish shit like this. She gave him straight to Esau. She didn't consider family, grandmama, auntie, cousin, baby daddy. She ain't think about that. See, she's so selfish. Yeah, you ain't getting beamed up nowhere, woman.
Being in foster care is not going to stop that.
No offense, but if you're paying more than
all right, we can come out of this commercial. Wait, let me see what else is after this.
$50 per month on home insurance, you're getting ripped off.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
It is 6:17 a.m. on the 24th. Where the rapture at? Because clearly I'm still here, y'all still here, my kid's still here, so he ain't took the age of accountability children yet. Also, none of y'all ever told me yesterday while I was straightening my hair that was a bad idea because it was going to come a monsoon today. This is all about to go in waste. It's about to go back up in a bun, and then if God decides to plot twist, we're going to rapture you today, I'm going to be in a bun. I hate it here.
It's Rapture Day, and I am so excited. Look at all these goodies our neighbors are throwing out. You'll never guess we found a 1969 Sputnik floor lamp that's worth just over $2,000. She needs a little bit of work. Well, look at her.
Hello, lovelies.
Okay, we come out. Yeah, that's pretty much the sentiment. Christians getting upset because the world laughing at them. Once again, who told y'all to believe a lie? And this lie originated from a Hamite. What his name? Brother Joshua? A Hamite. He took a whole group of Hamites on top of a mountain for nothing. Hamites are not promised salvation. Only Israelites. Let's get some scriptures. Let's start off with this one. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well toward his going. Exactly. You can't just be tossed to and fro with every sound and wind of doctrine. Let's give another one. This is the book of 1 Timothy. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. We can start at verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressingly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. That's why they sold their shit. Their conscience was seared with a hot iron that this was actually going to happen without any proof. That's what happened to them. Now let's go to the real scripture that proves. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Y'all should have known, because first of all, what they call the rapture is an event that takes place in Revelation chapter 7. What is talking about 12,000 of each tribe is going to be sealed, which equals 12 times 12. 12 tribes, 12,000 men per tribe equals what? 144,000 plus their number 1/3. They call it the rapture. And then they made it all inclusive of all nations. No, it's just Israelites, baby. So yeah, that's what we call, once again, twisting scriptures and taking them out of context, making them apply to everybody. No, this book ain't for everybody. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. This is the red letter. Lord Yahushua himself speaking. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall grow and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But the Lord said that in a facetious way, because the elect are sealed already, and there's nothing you could do to fool them. That's why it says, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So those people who were deceived obviously are not the elect, because the elect are sticking to sound doctrine. The very elect are worshiping the true names. Yahweh is the Father, Yahushua is the Son. You ain't gonna get beamed up worshiping false idols. You ain't gonna get beamed up if you of a heathen nation, especially Edom. The caucasity of these people is just mind-blowing. Like, they just know they got it locked. Out of all the wickedness y'all done did, you think the Lord just gonna sweep that under the rug and take you into his bosom? You people are delusional, especially you Edomites, you evangelicals, which that word is nowhere in the Bible. So what are you really worshiping? Doctrines of devils. Verse 36, Matthew chapter 24, red letter, Lord Yahushua still speaking. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So if the Lord then revealed it to the prophets, it's not going down. And if it is of man, it shall come to naught. That was a scripture I brought out yesterday. And as you can see, this is of man, and it came to naught. Let's keep rolling. Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 8. Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not? That's exactly what y'all doing, especially you Israelites. And come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations. That's a Christian mind state right there. What they always say, the Lord died for, the Lord died so I can eat this bacon sandwich. What? That's what they believe. The Lord died so they can continue to stay in sin. So if you are remaining lawless like the other nations, what makes you chosen? What makes you so special and different from the other nations if you're doing everything they're doing, including worshiping false idols? Ain't nothing special about you. Let's keep rolling. Let's get this one, the book of Job, chapter 12. Verse 16, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. The Lord had these lying-ass prophets tell y'all, and y'all believed it. And the Lord set all this up. His reasons are his own, but this was the Lord's will. Maybe for some people, it'll shake y'all out of this fake Christianity. It'll wake you up to the fact that cheese and rice is not real. It should wake you up to the fact that this Christian doctrine is not real. All them Christian fairy tales you grew up believing are not real. You got some people sold, they done gave away their kids, sold their car, quit their job, sold their house based on a lie. You see how dangerous these false prophets are. Get this one. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. He did that damn thing, prophecy fulfilled. Let's go to the book of Amos. What is it, chapter 3. Verse 7, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. We told y'all this rapture was not real because it's not time for what the Christians call the rapture. You got 3 major prophecies that haven't been fulfilled. Here's another one. Those 3 prophecies, Jacob's trouble, MOTB, World War III. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You better buckle up. Let's get this one. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men, them false prophets. Let's get another one. Matthew chapter 15, verse 9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. This is not of the scriptures. This is of man. Man lied and said this shit, which is not scriptural. Get another one. Listen to you false prophets of the other nations who are not Israelites. Psalm chapter 147, verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have, wait, let me go back. This is Psalm chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. That's why in order to be a true prophet, you got to be an Israelite first. You can't be a Hamite because that's not your God, Ham. No, it's not your God. Edom. No, that's not your power. It is ours. Let me get it. Let's go to the book of Joel. Chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, and none else. And my people should never be ashamed. So Edom, how you think you're going to get beamed up? You in the most trouble. All these prideful ass Edomites just know they got the golden ticket. Like I said, we don't even do that because we still fear the Lord. And what comes with fear? Humility, respect, not pride and arrogance. And that's all we've been seeing you Christians put on display for the last couple of days. Just know you got it. Go to Psalms. That ain't it. Let's get, oh, here it is, yeah. Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Like I said, y'all were talking like all reckless, like y'all just know y'all got it sold up. Yeah, you heathens are raging and the people are imagining a vain thing. That is very vain. Like I said, very prideful, very boastful. Like that girl said in the video, when I get beamed up. How you know you getting beamed up? Don't nobody know. Go to the book of Obadiah. Verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me to the ground? See, that's pride. And who is the most prideful nation on the planet? The nation of Edom. Let's go to the book of Hosea. Chapter 12. That ain't what I wanted. But we can go to Ezekiel, though. Chapter 14, verse 2. We'll start at verse 2. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, these men have set up their idols in their heart, and put the stumbling block of their iniquity before their face. Should I be inquired of at all by them? Therefore speak unto them, and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, every man of the house of Israel that setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to the prophet, I, the Lord, will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols. Verse 5, that I may take the house of Israel in their own heart, because they all are estranged from me through their idols. What's y'all favorite idol? Cheese and rice. Verse 6, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations. They won't do it though. They still cheese and rice freaks. Verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he have spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch out my hand upon him and destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. The Lord had these false prophets doing that. Let's keep rolling. And this is why all these Edomites on this video making videos crying right now. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were violating the earth. Self-explanatory. Ain't nobody tell you go sell all your stuff. Ain't nobody tell you give your stuff away. What you gonna do with the money? You ain't spending no greenbacks in wherever y'all thought y'all was going. Children of fools, baby. Children of fools. Keep going. Yeah, you Edomites, y'all really fooled y'allself. Y'all really shot y'allself in the foot because y'all hate instruction in general. Look at the government. Look at the history of the government ran by Edomites. Psalm chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. Everything in this country you do opposite of biblical laws, statutes, and commandments. But now you expect for the Lord to just open his arms and y'all come on in. No, y'all finna get judged. Y'all got the game messed up. Y'all do everything under the sun abominable and normalize it. Now you're getting scared because your history has caught up with you and your true biblical identity. Now you want to pretend like you just been good the whole time. No, the Lord sees it. You ain't gonna get over on him. Let's get this one. This is why y'all believe in this cheese and rice idol. That is not Hamashiach. That is an idol, Caesar Borgia. This is who y'all worship. This man was the son of a pope. He was a homosexual who was dating Leonardo da Vinci, who painted those paintings of him. He also had sex with a sister, and his father, who was a pope, him and his father ran a train on his sister, and he murdered his brother. This is who y'all worshiping. And yes, he was an Edomite, born wicked. How did I know he was born wicked? Because he got a wicked track record throughout his whole life. You don't believe me? It's a book out there called Meet the Borgia, something like that. And that book is talking about Caesar Borgia, aka Cheese and Rice, and his whole wicked ass family. Go read it, because that's who you Christians are worshiping. Let's get it right here. It's in the Apocrypha. First Maccabees, chapter 3. This is the first book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law. Well, we can start at 46. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Massah over against Jerusalem. For in Massah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rended their clothes. Check this out, verse 48. This is what Esau did. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. That's where you get those paintings from, because all these paintings just came out of nowhere during the Renaissance period. Renaissance means rebirth. What are you being reborn from? I'll tell you, because the Israelites had destroyed them. They was down for 1,000 years. The dragon was wounded, but did live. They came back into power during the Renaissance after they took down Israel. That's when all these Renaissance lies and paintings came about. But let Esau tell it, he was always in power. No, he wasn't. The Israelites ruled what they call Europe well over 1,000 years. Keep going. Psalm chapter 118, verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in man. Let's get another one. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Yeah. Y'all believe that Hamite. He ain't even an Israelite. And now look at you. You're homeless. You're walking. You're hungry. You're broke. You're childless. You're hopeless. Listening to a lying-ass Hamite. But it ain't even his fault, because he got it from Edomites. Y'all gonna learn to listen to the prophets of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, just like the elder said. Y'all gonna learn. Keep going. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is the counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? This is the Lord making fun of Edomites. Because y'all were stupid enough to sell everything you ever had based on a lie. You got the whole world laughing at you. Go to the book of John, chapter 4. This is the nail in the coffin right there, right here. John chapter 4, verse 22, Lord Yahushua speaking, red letter. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Not everybody, not know whosoever that say they believe. And that is literal. Salvation is of the Jews. What do you other nations need saving from? Yourselves? Let's go to Romans chapter 9. Start at verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not, my conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. You have to be an Israelite. The next verse. Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption? Adoption means he's calling us back. You can't be called back into something that you were never a part of. Other nations, Edom, and the glory and the covenants, and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises. Like I said, you got to be an Israelite. I'm going to read it again. Verse 4, who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption, calling us back, the glory. You can pretty much say being immortal. Yeah, that's glory, all right, because only 144,000 innumerable 1/3 going to be immortals. And the covenants, that is the key right there. Only Israelites are under the covenants, under the new covenant, when it does kick in. It hasn't kicked in yet because we still in these bodies. We still in captivity under Esau's boot. And the giving of the law, see, it was only given to us, not these other nations. That's why Moab can bite the head off a squid and don't go to ICU. We can't do that. And the service of Yahweh. How do you serve the Lord? Prophesying, teaching. Women, how do you serve the Lord? By teaching the young women how to take care of their home, their children, and their husbands, not trying to teach. That's how you serve the Lord, ladies. But the key word in this verse is covenants, because getting beamed up and saved from destruction, that's part of the covenant, which does not apply to you other 17 nations. Let's be clear. Let's get it. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 8 real quick. Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7. And the name of this section is called a new covenant. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place been have sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. It didn't say Edom. It didn't say nothing about the other nations. Verse 9, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel in those days. See, it ain't happened yet, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. It didn't say everybody. Verse 11, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. For all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. See, We ain't gonna be teaching no more when the new covenant kick in, because everybody gonna know. The Israelites gonna know, especially the immortals, because he's gonna put his laws in our mind and in our hearts. Your heart is your mind. So if you'll never sin again, you'll never die again. Because what is the penalty for sin? Death. So if you never sin again, you'll never die again. But that only pertains to Israelites. It just said it. Verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. It didn't say Edomites. It didn't say Hamites. It didn't say Ishmaelites. It didn't say Moabites, Ammonites. No. Get two more, we can close. The point has been made. Judges chapter 10. And I want you Christians to listen to this very carefully, because you already messed up. You already showed the world that you don't read. You already showed the world how you worship false idols. And it's coming back to kick you in your rear end. Judges chapter 10, verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods ye have chosen, let them deliver you in your time of tribulation. And that tribulation is coming, because we got 3 major prophecies left. Like I said, Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, World War III. Now, if you're still alive after all of that and you find yourself on a chariot, guess what? You were saved. So y'all need to stop talking about how you know you are already saved. That's a very prideful statement, and the Lord hates pride. If you want to get beamed up with 144,000 and number 1/3 and you're an Israelite, what you need to do is, first of all, stop worshiping these false idols. And number 2, you need to repent. Number 3, you need to start building your relationship with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and stop worshiping these false idols. And you might have a chance. Other than that, long as you worshiping these false idols and believing these false doctrines, you a dead man or woman walking. Call Allah Yimla Lahai now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malaki by Hashem, Harawat Bakakorash, Barakathum, the water Bible Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.